pregnancy. I know I am not the only one who thought her first pregnancy would be filled with cute overalls, afternoon naps in the breeze, and midnight cravings of chocolate chip ice cream and pickles. The kind of pregnancy where the girl looks glowing and her figure with her baby bump looks like she is the silhouette on a baby shower invite. My first pregnancy looked more like an infomercial for birth control. After gaining 64 pounds, I was completely convinced my body was being cruelly controlled by an ex-boyfriend who wanted to inflict as much pain on me as I did on him. The only blissful moment was when I could finally soak in a tub at the end of a day. But alas, that too would be ruined when I later looked in the mirror at my pale, discolored, zit-covered skin and formerly blonde, now naturally mousy brown, frizzy hair, and wondered how God could ever put a woman through this transformation and call it a blessing. Writing this first book is exactly like being pregnant with my first child. Torture. But despite all of the pain, I look at this miracle known as my child, and I would go through all of the suffering again, because I know I produced a person who someday will make a difference in the world. Despite the stress and the lack of sleep this book has caused me over the past few months, the message within needs to be told. I have to speak out so that other conservative women will know they are not alone in their quest to save their family, their communities, and their country. Today's conservative woman does not get to be made from a cookie cutter, as we are all coming from different backgrounds, environments, situations, and viewpoints. Many of us today were blessed to be born with a voice and grow up in an environment that encouraged us to grow in opinion and expression. Yet, because of the ever-changing dynamic of today's society and the aggressive assault of the progressive agenda, I believe many women today are realizing the power of their emotion and their voice within their own microcosm. Thanks to social media, every woman has the same opportunity to influence another in regard to all subjects under the sun, including fashion, health, and child raising. Therefore, we need to realize the strength we have as individual conservative women to make a difference, and when united, to tap into our collective unlimited potential to fight those on the left. Regardless of whether you have 100 or 1,000 followers on Twitter or enough friends on Facebook to fill an auditorium, those are potential voters, and they are going to either choose to vote alongside your values or vote to take them away. Lies from the left. There is no subject or area in our time that has been left alone by the left. Nothing is sacred to them. And to most people who fall left of the center line, regardless of what they call themselves, the ultimate goal is to take control from your hands and put it into the hands of those who agree with their point of view. This is not only a redistribution of wealth. Rather, this is a redistribution of life. From their point of view, they are the good and we conservatives are the bad. The weakest link in the conservative movement today, unfortunately, falls on the shoulders of the female. So many in our movement have decided to stay quiet for various reasons, or simply because we are overcommitted. But notice the superficial story told by the Democrats that conservative women are ignorant, Kool-Aid drinking fools who are unable to make our own decisions without the guidance of our fathers, husbands, or other male influencers. This type of twisted thinking couldn't be further from the truth, as today's conservative woman is not one who can be so easily defined and stereotyped. Yet, why is it that the left can so easily create a PR campaign that sells the false, slanderous narrative about today's conservative female? When I think of strong female leaders, the majority of the most obvious ones who come to mind are on our side. Those women on the left who have taken the spokesperson role are not as numerous, and yet the overall perception is that the majority of women today fall into this political persuasion. Let's take the most prominent leading lady of the left, which is undeniably Hillary Clinton. Ask any self-identifying Democrat, female or male, who the most prominent heroine is, and Hillary Clinton would be their quick response. In a 2014 Washington Post poll, the former First Lady found herself dominating 6-1 over her nearest contender, Vice President Joe Biden, for the coveted place at the top of the 2016 ticket for the Democrats. The only other woman on the list of possible nominees for the presidential nomination on the Democratic ticket was Elizabeth Warren, who was only a few percentage points behind the VP. Sprinkle in Wendy Davis of Texas, former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, MSNBC host Rachel Maddow, and a few outspoken yet outdated Hollywood celebrities,